Well, our next guest, Dr. Ted Grieve, is a personal injury attorney and a doctor. So thank you so much for being here with us today. We so appreciate it.
Thank you for having me, Mia.
And tell people at home watching now, tell us about your practice.
Well, I'm a personal injury attorney. We do workers' comp cases, we do Social Security disability cases, we do auto cases, injury cases generally. Because of my background as a doctor, we tend to do things where people have been injured and they have health concerns.
So let's talk about that a little bit, because you're a doctor and a lawyer. I feel like that adds something extra for people.
Well, you know, I often tell people after an accident, it's probably best to get some advice as to what is going on with your case. But I also think it's good to get advice from people who not only know the law, because I'm a lawyer first, but also know injuries. So that's why I think it's helpful.
Yeah, and how can you help people that may have been injured and they're feeling a little bit lost? They're not sure where to turn in that moment.
Well, we deal with the insurance company. We help with their property damage issues. We help make sure they're managing their medical care properly, because that's one thing where a lot of people get lost, is because they don't know where to turn. Some people don't have insurance, so they don't know what to do about getting health care. And so we can help them in that regard. Some people have injuries that they don't even know what kind of doctor to start with. So.
Okay, it's so great to have somebody to lead you through that, because it's so stressful. And you know, what is the first thing that they should do when they reach out to an attorney?
Well, first thing I would do is make sure you're dealing with an attorney that has experience in that kind of law. And also, if you have an injury claim, as I was just mentioning, make sure that the lawyer you're dealing with kind of knows what injuries are about.
Okay, and are there papers that they need to have gathered before they approach an attorney, or is the attorney going to help them figure that out?
Not necessarily. It's probably best to try to contact someone fairly early, because the insurance companies, they have their quick hit squads out there, and they literally will go into hospitals and have people sign off on their cases before sometimes people even know the extent of their injury. So really just good to get some good sound advice.
Right. And we've kind of been talking about this, but you know, people oftentimes don't really know what to do when this happens. So there's a lot of common mistakes that can happen that are easily avoidable. So talk to us about some of those.
Well, one of the big mistakes that most people make is they give recorded statements. North Carolina in particular has a law that's very difficult to navigate through as it relates to injury claims. So get some advice. You're not required to give a recorded statement to an insurance company. Make sure you get some advice and know what you're actually doing before you start putting your words on a tape somewhere. Okay,
and as we wrap up here, where can people find more from you?
Well, you can go to my website, which is mydrted.com.
Perfect.
Or you could call us at 1-800-MY-DR-TED, or you can call us at 1-800-333-4333.
Wonderful. Thanks for such great information today.
Thank you for having me on.